Hiya. I spoke to Patrick Hall a while ago. He's the MP for Bedford, and he popped round and I gave him some information on the Csa. I sorted out a 9-point list. One of them is list of accusations about reducing the father's ability to look after children. There's a mental cruelty to the children and to the fathers by the mother refusing access. This has to be sorted, and we need to go to court for that. The Csa is an agency to find and protect funds for a child. Of that, we've got the Csa are legally bound to have interview with both parents together within 6 weeks of the Csa being informed, so that we can understand what's going on here. There's obviously some situations where that can't be done, but over 90% of them they can be done. The funds must be relative to the age of the child and reviewed annually, not just the job lot being slung over, because we all know that the money is not spent on the child, it's spent on cars and houses and clothing. The resident parent can negotiate legally for additional funds over and above the basic cost of a child, but will not be linked to the Csa. The father is to have a say in how funds are spent. It's up to the father if he wishes to spend more on a child, and that money has to be allowed to be given to the child, and the mother must not interfere. The father are to have POPs. POPs are proof of purchase. We're told that X amount of money is being spent on the child, and we know perfectly well it isn't, because their school clothes and rags, and so is many other things. The attachment of earnings order automatically ceases after 2 years of regular payments and revert to a standing order from parent to parent. The funds are automatically reduced if the resident parent refuses access to a non-resident parent, so the money will be stopped. This way the fathers can get guaranteed access to their child or children. Access must be legally equal for the child to see both parents. That doesn't mean to say they live with each other on 50% of one and 50% on the other. It just means that it's legally there. And then the child to stay with one parent or agreed shared time, but extra access cannot be refused by the resident parent to the non-resident parent, which is really like father and daughter day or father and son day at work. Lots of other things can be done where it's always a problem to ring up and it's always not in the child's best interest and whatnot. So 6 is the mother must be legally bound to inform the father that a child exists. There's always a time when she don't know where the father is, but generally speaking if they do, then they have to be told. The mother must be legally bound to inform the child of who the father is or was, unless there's something that could be untoward towards the child. Schools must be bound to inform both parents on all issues, not just one, and it's up to the school to find out if parents are split. Medical records must show parents not together, and information must be available to both parents for decisions to be made. Not all the decisions can be made by the resident parent. Both parents need to get involved with this. This was the information that I sent to Patrick Hall, the MP, who duly came round and listened quite well. I'm not anything to do with politics, I don't wish to be, but that was on Sunday the 25th last year, 07. Got a letter back from Patrick Hall, House of Commons. He passed it over to James Plaskett MP. He's the Parliamentary Under Secretary of State. He wrote back to Patrick Hall from the Department of Work and Pensions, and he states, "Thank you for your letter of the 8th on behalf of me concerning the reform of child maintenance. I welcome the comments made from myself on the future of child maintenance. The Child Maintenance and Other Payments Bill is the next stage in taking forward the far-reaching proposals for the reform of child maintenance in the White Paper of December 2006, which built on recommendations by Sir David Henshaw. Redesign of the child maintenance system will empower and enable parents to make their own maintenance arrangements, backed up by a more effective process for assessing, collecting and enforcing payments, delivered by a new organisation. I'm a bit sceptic about this maintenance arrangements, but we'll come back to that. The reforms will help the child maintenance system to lift many more children out of poverty, enforce the responsibilities of parents and provide a better service for clients that is more cost effective for the taxpayer. That little paragraph there is really just a vote catcher. It sounds pretty good, but it's not going to be of any value. Provisions in the bill allow for new institutional arrangements to deliver child maintenance in a new way, including the creation of the Child Maintenance and Enforcement Commission as a non-departmental public body to take on responsibility for the delivery of the new child maintenance system. Operating at arm's length from government, it will enable the Commission to take the lead in developing the detailed approach to moving existing cases to the new scheme. This really should be existing cases where they haven't got any money from them, not existing cases when they're already paying. Remove the requirement for parents with care in receipt of benefit to be treated as applying for child maintenance. Ensure that the new child maintenance system provides parents with better access to information and support to enable them to make informed decisions. In the immediate future, it is essential that maintenance continues to flow between parents and that non-resident parents continue to pay. Prior to introducing the new organisation, the CSA will continue to deliver the improved services to clients and increased enforcement activity as set out in the Operational Improvement Plan. As a result of our increased investment, we will recover over £200 million more debt over the period of the plan. Now that's all well and good if the whole of that £200 million comes from the people that they haven't found yet. It's not that clever if they're taking it from the people who are already paying and quite often paying too much. Following legislation, we will move quickly to establish the Commission in taking over responsibility from the existing Child Support Agency.